my Bexy Survivor family. Yes, I'm at it again. It's your girl, Little Lady Blue. Else up, else up. In the workhouse again, y'all. Making my money. Ain't nothing wrong with that. What's up, everybody? Hope y'all had a great Thanksgiving. Again, happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Again, and Merry Christmas is coming up. So hopefully we live to see it. And I hope everybody got their bellies full. You got some good food in your bellies. You had a great Thanksgiving. Nobody got to fight. Nobody got to argue, or did they? I hope everybody Thanksgiving went well. So just want to talk a little bit live while I got a little time today and talk about how to be thankful and how to be blessed. Now, I've talked a lot about this, but I want to say this. We take our blessings for granted. And we're talking about surviving. We take our blessings for granted. Don't take your blessings for granted. Because the food that was prepared for you, if you think back in the days, people, like I said, they didn't have grocery stores. They didn't have a lot of this stuff. They hunted their food. And I've talked about this before on some of my podcasts. Y'all got to get on there, check out the videos, watch, like, subscribe. Listen to what I'm saying. They hunted their food. I know my mom and them told stories of their granddaddy them and stuff. They didn't have grocery stores and stuff, like I said, to go into. There was no Walmarts or nothing like that. So the men, they went out and they hunted the food. They caught things like we were discussing at work. We was talking about chitlins and stuff like that, where when that's all you had to eat was what was put before you, you ate it. And I'm sure they had a lot of great Thanksgiving with them just going out hunting their food, catching it, knowing how to cook it and clean it. That's what Mama and them did. And it came together, and I'm sure they had great feasts, but they was thankful for what they had. And foods that we say that we wouldn't eat today, oh yeah, you would eat it. And I've said this before, if it was put before you, you would eat it. So we have to learn how to not take our blessings for granted. You would eat it. And so when you say, I wouldn't eat them chitlins, there was guts there. I don't eat the pig guts. You would eat the pig guts if that was all that was put before you. You would eat it. You would eat it. So yes, people ate raccoons. They ate, and they still do that today, y'all. They still do it today. Recommend my basic survivor family. We still surviving today. They still eat stuff like raccoon today. And you can put in the chat. I mean, what are some things that you've tried? I like chitlins. Like they say, it depends on who cook them and how they cook, and make sure they clean pretty good. Chitlins is pretty, to me, they all right. But a lot of people won't eat them because they say they're the guts of the pig. But back in the days, once again, if that's all you had before you, you're gonna mess them chitlins up. You're gonna mess them chitlins up. You ain't worried about no guts and nothing else. You're hungry. You're gonna eat. Well, back in the days, they went out. I've heard stories of people eating rat, and I've never ate rat. I don't want to know rats, how rats would taste. Nothing about rats. I would, for myself, I would never want to eat rats, nothing like that. But once again, you can't take your blessings for granted. Well, what if there's some people that's all they had to eat? I watched a documentary on this lady last night, and she was telling a story. They grew up real poor in poverty. And she was saying how they didn't even have a stove to cook on. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. You had to count your blessings. Some people didn't even have a stove to cook on, y'all. So if they ain't have a stove to cook on, that means she said they ate their food raw. My God, today. She said they ate their food raw. Do you hear what I say? They ate their food raw. They didn't even have a stove to cook on. And some people today, we don't count our blessings. Happy Thanksgiving. Count your blessings. Whatever you had before you. You came together, had a great time, and y'all had good food and stuff to eat. And everything, count your blessings. The lady said they grew up in so poor in poverty that they didn't even have a stove to cook on. Back in the days, they just, whatever they saw. I guess if the mouse or the rat was just running around, they just caught the mouse and the rat, and they just ate it raw. Now this is a documentary that was on YouTube. I can't. Oh Lord, I wouldn't tell y'all no lie. And I said to myself, my God, we We had a stove to cook on. My mama did. We got one. You got one. And you know what I'm saying? It's all good. So you have to count your blessings. Happy Thanksgiving. I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. If you didn't have more than the others, but you had more than somebody else. The lady said they didn't have a stove to cook on. So back in the days, the people would go out and hunt their food. They would go out and hunt their food in the jungle, and they'd come back with rats, raccoon, what else? Rabbit, frog legs. Some people say they want to eat frog legs. Well, let me tell you. I tried frog legs. Frog legs taste like chicken. It's pretty good. If you never had frog legs, if you never had frog legs, I'm telling you, frog legs is okay. You'll be okay to eat frog legs. Frog legs taste like chicken. That's what frog legs taste like. So when we're talking about surviving, we're talking about being blessed, being thankful, and being grateful for what's placed in front of us. Because some people didn't have what you had for Thanksgiving. You hear what I say? So they went out and hunted, and they brought back things. From what I understand, they had like possum heads. Some people eat the possum head. I've never tried it. I don't want to try it. I hate possums. Possums are ugly to me. That's a creature that I can't see myself eating. But if I get hungry, that possum will probably begin to look like chicken to me. You hear me? If I get hungry. So let me not complain, and let me say what I won't do. If I get hungry, that possum will probably look like chicken to me. Yeah, so I can't say that I won't try it, I won't eat it. But a lot of the people back in the days, whatever that was out there, they went out and hunted as they camped, and as they hunted and did their things. If they came back with whatever they came back with, grandma there and other, they knew how to prepare the meat and make and cut all the wildness out the meat. Some people don't like to eat it like deer. They don't like to eat if the deer ain't you know, if they don't get the wild taste out the deer. A lot of people won't eat the deer. It just depends on how whoever clean the deer. You see what I'm saying? Because you know, you can leave some animals have just a wild taste to it. You know what I'm saying? The meat be tough. So yeah, grandpa and them went out there and hunted whatever out in the woods and stuff, and they brought whatever they brought back. Them children and the family ate it. You understand what I say? Hello, good people. Thank y'all for tuning in, Memphis Wigger. Okay. Thank you for tuning in, Memphis Wigger. Jaden P. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're talking about just being blessed and being thankful for what was put before you on Thanksgiving, because we survived it. Just with your family, you had a great time, and sometimes you have to count your blessings, because like I said, back in the days, they went out and hunted for whatever they brought back and put before them. Grandma and them cooked that meat, and it was good. And I'm sure they had just, you know what, I bet you, back in those days, you say they probably had bigger Thanksgiving than what we had today, better Thanksgiving than what we had today, because they had their food, and a lot of their meat didn't have a lot of chemicals and stuff in it. That was just that meat that grandpa went out and hunted and brought back in. It was fresh, good meat, and the meat was didn't have chemicals and stuff in it. So a lot of stuff that we got today is probably that stuff they had yesterday is probably more healthier than the food that we eat today. Yeah, grandpa and them went out and hunted. My mom told me stories. Said they come back in, said grandpa had a coat on, and the coat that he had, he had all type of animals coming out that coat. That grandma took out and they put them in the bag, and they cook them, clean them, and put them on the pot and boiled them, baked them, or however they did. And they ate real good. They actually probably was healthier, come to think about it. Not the stuff we sit and say that we won't eat today. I'm not eating no chitlins. I ain't gonna eat no, I won't eat this. I won't eat that. Yeah, you'll eat it. Yeah, you will. You get hungry enough to survive, you gonna eat it. So I hope once again everybody had a blessed Thanksgiving, and just learn to appreciate that what was put before you. And think about the people that was just unfortunate to have. You know what I'm saying? And it's a true story. The lady told in the documentary, she said that they didn't even have a stove to cook on. She said that whatever that they saw They just ate it. They were just that poor and just that just poverty. They didn't have a stove to cook the food on. Man, that messed me up. A documentary that I watched on this lady on YouTube. She talked about some things, the way she grew up, you know. And I said, we complain about what we won't eat, what we won't do. Yeah, you will. You get hungry enough, That rat that's running around and you say, girls, you crazy, yeah, you eat it. If you're hungry enough to survive, you're going to eat that rat. And that rat probably going to taste just like chicken. It's going to taste like chicken to you. Do you understand what I say? King, oh, he said, King, yeah, baby, I can shout you out. King Neosuke. How you doing, y'all? That's King Neosuke said, can I shout him out? Yes, I can, sweetie. Thank you. You are love. Thank you, King Neosuke, for tuning in. We talking about survival, y'all. Why I got this little time to talk to y'all today. I'm blessed, thankful to be in the land of the living. I had a pretty good Thanksgiving. You got a chance to eat and chill out and be with family and make ends meet. You might didn't have more than the next person, but you had something on your table. You understand what I say? So you got to count your blessings, and let's be grateful for our blessings. Let's be grateful to America for our blessings. Because some countries, they don't have what we got over here. Some countries, they eat like what I'm talking about. I saw some countries, this guy, he go around the world, he travels, and he shows about how people eat in other countries and stuff and what they eat. And y'all to be surprised. Them folks over there eating cow heads. They eating the head, of which they do that. Some of them do that here. The cow heads, and I've seen, it's some more things that I've seen, cow other parts that people eat, you know. And you say something, you say that, hell no, I wouldn't eat that. Yeah, you will. If you get hungry enough, it's going to taste like chicken to you. You're going to eat it. And you're going to be grateful and thankful. What's put before you? You know, Grandma, you said, whatever I put on your plate, you eat it. That's how we survive. That's how they survive. And there's probably some lessons that need to be taught today. Be thankful and grateful for what's put before you. You understand? You hear what I say? Because Grandma and them didn't play that. They didn't play that. You ate whatever Grandma fixed and put on your plate. If you hungry, you gonna eat it. And it's probably gonna taste like chicken to you, if you like chicken, which most people do. That's one of the favorite animals that people love, is the chicken. That chicken, I think, is the most popular animal today, that bird. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. Y'all know I'm telling the truth. That chicken, that bird, don't matter which bird it is. The duck, come on now, y'all. The chicken, what other bird is it? Oh, it's so many birds, different type of birds. People mess that bird. A bird don't stand a chance today. That's right. So, as we was talking, like I said, whatever Grandpa and them brought back in to eat, people ate it. And then we say, I can't see myself, but I believe you can see yourself eating it. You see what I'm saying? And they probably had, like I said, healthier Thanksgiving meals than what we have today. They probably had healthier Thanksgiving meals because they didn't have all the chemicals in them. Whatever Grandpa brought back, it wasn't no chemicals in that meat. You understand what I say? You hear what I say? Grandpa brought back in healthy food, healthy animals. They cleaned them. They ate a rabbit. That's one of the people love rabbit. You hear what I say? They love rabbit. That's what another food that I've had, and it's pretty good. Rabbit is pretty good. You know? Whatever was placed before you, people ate it, and they was thankful and they was blessed, and they didn't take their blessings for granted. So that was my main message this morning, is that I hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving and didn't take it for granted. There was a lot of people complaining about this and that, but y'all, you really look at it, we surviving. It may be rough and a little tough, but we really look at a lot of other people in a lot of other countries, situations, and say we're not so bad after all. We're not so bad after all. It may be a little rough, but it's not so bad after all. You had food on your table, no matter what type of food it was. You had something on your table. You understand what I say? You hear what I say? So whatever grandpa and them brought back in, once again, we ate it. They ate it. They ate it. And for what I understand, it was possums. Like I said, possums, raccoon. They say he hunted stuff like what's something else? Ducks, whatever, something else that they said they was eating. All type of animals that grandpa would just have in his coat, and he bring them back in for the family. And grandma and them knew how to cook that. They knew how to cook it and make it just like it was. Like they say they don't like chitlins, but they wouldn't eat chitlins. But today, once people try chitlins, they never go back. They eat that. They eat it from then on out. Just depends on who cook them too. You say you wouldn't eat them, but today they say they wouldn't. But if they tried it, they'd be stuck on it today. You understand what I say? So I want to say that this morning. I hope everybody had a happy Thanksgiving, healthy Thanksgiving. Didn't take it for granted. And let's not take our blessings for granted. Even though we're going through some hard times, strange times, or whatever right now. We're surviving. We're surviving. We're surviving, and we're surviving together. And so for Thanksgiving, when I sat and ate with my family or people that I love, I realized that I had something to be grateful and thankful for. And I didn't want to take Thanksgiving for granted. And on that note, y'all, make sure you watch and like, subscribe to my channel, to my videos. You're going to love them. You're going to learn something. We're going to laugh and we're going to smile together. And we're going to survive together. Till the next video, y'all. Little Lady Blue loves you. One love. I'm going to be making some new songs for you, too. One love, y'all.